Like, don't let the fun part fool me. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, I can get to the business, but I also like to have fun. Like, what's life if you can't have any fun? So
Indeed.
it's like to be able to be balanced and to create your own lane and your own platform where you decide what you look like and what you present to the world. Ooh, killing it. Like, if I'd have known this before I'd have spent all that money on college, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it.
All right, cool. So now we are streaming on YouTube. So here's the thing, right, Cam? This is how we pretty much set it up.
Okay.
You and I, we just chopping it up like homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no script. I don't have no script or anything like that. But because it allows me to really pay attention to what you're saying and like really be in the moment. I might jump off and then like grab some of the stuff that we talked, like what was in the queue, to ask you certain questions and stuff. But for the most part, we just chopping it up and having fun.
Oh, well, that's me. Like you say, I can follow. If we go left, we can come back right. It's all good. Let's have a good time.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna hit record.
All right.
Peace. This is your international sales and marketing hitman, your humble hip hop sales coach, Tiger Toledo, and you already know what it is, man. You rock it with the best. You heard? You guys see who's over there. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Y'all see who's over there.
In the building. We are doing this thing nationwide.
We have the queen herself, the queen of apostille. Come on, y'all. On the Queen Edition, season 4.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, they're gonna be entertained. I think between our personalities, they're gonna be entertained.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Cam Combs in the building, please.
Hey, y'all. We got our applause person. We're gonna practice for when we have a show or something. Like, the audience
don't worry, I'm gonna have all the sound effects on here. It's gonna be lit. You gotta think you're in a Jamaican dance hall.
Don't start nothing now, Tiger. They like, wait a minute now. She just went all the way left. Yes, come on into my world.
Shout out to everybody tuning in too. We got a bunch of people tuning in. Gina, I see you, girl. Shout out to Valerie. We got iPhone. Everybody be putting iPhones now. We got, what up, Raynetta? We got Ray Charles in the building. We got, Callie's heavy. Of course, Callie would be heavy, right?
Callie, come on through.
Callie would be heavy on this one for sure. All right, y'all win. Callie takes this one.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Cam, how are you feeling today?
You know what? I am in a great space. Like you say, this weekend has been a tough weekend. My father passed away July 4th.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it was 2020, and I think when things happen initially, it's like it's devastating, but like that pain kind of just drove me. He died early, so I was like, you know what? Instead of sitting here and crying because I can't undo it, I'm going to make this the time that I go for everything they told me I couldn't have. So it's a kind of bittersweet moment for me. It's like you want to sit in the corner and cry, but it's like, you know what? We got work to do. So today I wake up and I'm happy because I can sit here and I can smile. And, while you miss him, it's like, dude, I know he wheeling and dealing on my behalf. Wheeling and dealing. So it's an amazing place to be. And just to be here with you guys and have this conversation, hey, I couldn't ask for much more.
It sounded like you were close with your pops. Were you close with him?
Oh, yeah. Like that was my God. You know what I'm saying? Like you, as daughters, your father's your first love. Like that was my first love. That was a guy that, I could always call and just say, Daddy, I need this. My gas tank is broke. What do I do? And he like, just go to AutoZone. I'm like, which AutoZone? He like, where are you? Where are you? He's there. He fixed it. And it's like, as a young girl, when you had that to constantly depend on, and you got somebody who's gonna come through for you every single time, like Tech says, it raises your standards, it raises your requirements. It's like, okay, so if Daddy can do it and you with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, eventually you come to that point where it's like, no. So it carries over, you know what I'm saying? It carries over into everything. And my daddy was a hard worker. He worked hard. So my work ethic comes from that. Like when I get in the zone and I grind, you almost have to pull me out. Like, hey, you got a family over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we would like to see you come out of that office at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's like, I'm in the lab. I'm working.
So he gave you that strong work ethic that you have today.
Yes.
Shout out to Pops, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops.
I love that guy, you know, and I miss him. And like, you know, you kind of understand now when people say, I wish you were here to see what I'm doing.
Indeed.
Like if I could just have one conversation, and I know he'd be like, you did that motherfucking shit. Like, you know, my daddy was a cusser. So where I get it from, y'all, he was a sailor. Like, so that's my daddy, you know, and it's like, if I could just hear that one time, it's good. But, you know, you see him, you feel him. So that's where my motivation comes from. That's where my passion comes from. Like, daddy took no shit, none.
Love it. I'll tell you what a wise person told me when I lost my mom at the age of 17.
Yeah.
He said, remember all of the great times that you have with them, not when they were ill or sick or anything like that. Just remember the great times that you had with them, and that will get you through the day, the hard times, and all of that. Give me a principle Pops gave you that that has just like, it's gonna be legendary.
I got you. This is what my daddy told me. I've always been a small person. Like, you know, I was short, you know, I was thin before, you know, life happened. Like, you know, the 30s just betrayed me and stuff. But, you know, and he would say, never back down from anybody. Like, don't back down. He said, if you got to go down, you just go down swinging and you take their asses with you. Woo! Like, and so that was one of those things that it's like the tenacity, what you come to learn about Cam, like, you know, I can be like the best person until you cross me. Like that fire comes, it's like you will not step on me. So I got that and I learned, but he would always follow up. He would say, but be nice first. So that was Dad. It was like, and that's how he approached life. He lived, he came out of North Carolina. So it was a real small town in North Carolina, Alligator. I'm like, Dad, what? And so, you know, I had to find it on the map. And he would tell me about the world, you know, and how we live and what to expect. And he would, and I watched my daddy fight. He would fight against these people. He was like, you know, don't settle. Don't let anybody take you down. Like you stand your ground, you fight for everything you believe in. And so as I started going through life, you know, you don't realize, like when your parents are talking to you, like, okay, you know, okay, crazy man. You know, at that time, I was like, this man is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But as life started to happen and disappointments come in and you know, people are telling you, you don't deserve and you can't have and you're not worth. And so that fight has to come out. It's like, wait, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Who said that I can't do this or that? So creating my lane has been something of like a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those kind of nuggets in the background just keep playing forth between him and my mom. It's like, you can't really stop Cam. And Cam had to realize that though.
And he's here.
I had to realize.
He's here. I feel him. He's here.
He's
right. He's in this war room right now. And he's like, I love the name of it, Tiger. Appreciate that, Pops. I appreciate that. Because he sounds like he was a fighter.
He was a military man. And like you say, he would go to war. And that's what he said is war. So like you said, and I never even thought about that. It was just a dope thing. But it's amazing how, you know, our families and our parents and all of that stuff kind of creates the being that you will end up being. You may not start that way. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's a process. But I think those things that they tell you in those early years, pay attention to them, because when your back gets against the wall, all of that stuff comes into play.
Indeed. Well, have your back been against the wall with this apostille stuff or no?
Absolutely.
Because I don't do apostille, so I have no clue. I've done one and I outsourced it. So I have no idea what the atmosphere, the environment is. I don't know if you guys are running into crazy challenges. Like, walk me through what is an apostille? I don't get it.
All right. So now we in my zone. Let's do this.
Get in your bag. Get in your bag. Stay in your bag.
So apostilles are actually, they're not super tough once you get through the process. I think the biggest thing about apostilles is really figuring out the government process. So our government is not simple under any circumstances. There's 100 steps that make no sense at all. And that's really the gist of it. So an apostille is essentially a government certification that allows you to use documents that originate in the United States outside of the United States. Okay. So when you're doing business, right? And this is what this world opens you up to, because before I went to any training, I didn't know what an apostille was, had never heard of it. So you go to training and you realize like, okay, people do business outside of the United States. Like you saw international business and all of that in college, but they, I never really got to this portion. So the real money is outside the United States. And that's what I've come to understand. Like we do all right here in America, but the money is outside. And so just to access that world, you need an apostille. So say you want to get married, right? You need your birth certificate, proof that you're not married to anybody else, blah, blah, blah. All of that has to be apostilles, which is certainly, you go to the government agency, they certify it for you, you take it, you press it to the client. So really all you are is like a brain in this industry. You just need to know how to do the process. So when your 1 or 2 clients comes, whether it's going to be convinced or confused, you can walk them through it. The convenience client is the easy one. They are the hardest to deal with because they have, like you say, high expectations. They got money to spend. They like, hey, don't talk to me, just do your job. And, that's cool with me because I'm not a person, I don't like to chit chat on surface level. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hand me the docs, got you. I'll call you when they're ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the best person. The other one is going to be your confused client. They don't know what's going on. They lost. So if you can walk them through that process, it's golden. Like it's golden over here. And it's not limited by the notary commission. You know what I'm saying? Like as a notary, you have like here in California, we have a $15 stamp. The mobile notary charge or the travel fee is where you make your money. You know what I'm saying? So you can dibble and dabble, but an apostille, I can do one client, $800,000. And that's it for my day. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that I found, it's like, I fell in love with the business. Did I love it when I started? Nah, couldn't care less. I was just like, I want to replace this piece of my income that I lost quitting that job. You know what I'm saying? And that was really my only expectation. But what has come out of this industry, like I fell in love with that. Like when you get to sit in rooms with people, right, Tiger, and see them like conducting business. Okay, you buying $1 million condo in Mexico with no finances. Now, how does go? You know what I'm saying? Now I want to read all the documents. Like, so where are you getting this money from? You know what I'm saying? So not only did the industry change me, just meaning the access to money and being able to create my own lane and my own income, like the way they do business, I'm researching and finding things that I didn't even know were a possibility. So where I was chasing like that American dream, and I heard this gentleman say something like, the American dream is only a dream because you have to be sleeping to believe it. Like now I understand that shit. Like now I understand that shit. Like, so I'm wasting my time over here. You keep your house with the white picket fence. I want to live internationally. Like I can take this one house, split it between Mexico, Jamaica, Costa Rica, and I can live international all year long. Run it. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? So my definition of financial freedom changed. My definition of what wealth is changed. Like everything is changed. So the access that this industry provides, you can take the money. I don't need that. Just put me in the room with the rich folks.
Okay. I gotta breathe on this shit because you just exposed me to a whole different world. Wow.
I'm sorry, and I talk fast, so just jump in and say pause, Cam.
Oh no, you're good. I'm a New Yorker, so I talk fast too.
Okay, all right.
But I'm trying to absorb everything you just said. So the exposure that you got on an international level, yes, that you couldn't get on a local level was like mind-blowing for you because you're like seeing people buy these homes in other countries and shout out to you for financing.
No financing, Tiger.
What?
Like there's no financing involved. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there is no, like we go look for a loan. Like they're figuring out how to buy homes with no financing. So like you say, you see they didn't refinance this, or they didn't pull money from a life insurance policy, or they pulled money from a 401k. They're going to take it because the exchange rate is lower. They're going to buy that property, rent it out for, what is it? I think 350 days, like you only have to live there 14, and then you put the money back, you doubled it in a year. Like we out here grinding for nothing.
Wow. Hey, I told you guys this show was gonna be fire with her.
This is what you learn in this
Kaboom.
industry. I'm saying, like they're figuring out ways. So when you talk about the wealth gap, I now understand why it's a wealth gap. Not just, you know, how we started, which that's hands down why we're here, but why it continues to be, because they operate in small circles. They operate in small worlds where they discuss the stuff and they do business together. And if you're not able to get into that room, you just don't get the information. So like you can read it, you can write it, you can listen to YouTube, but listening to people and actually being able to see, like in apostilles, I see the complete document. So I see how it originates. I see who's involved. I see who's this person. I see who's the lawyer involved. I see the addresses. I can look it up like, oh, that's a nice ass property. You know what I'm saying? Like I can follow the steps without, you know what I'm saying? And then take that knowledge and apply it to something else. So when you see people like going for dual citizenship, that's another reason that they work in apostilles, not just to do business, but they do dual citizenship. You learn the rules and you learn how to play this game. And it's like, oh, okay, so I can do this, this, and this, and I can still be a citizen. And then I don't have to pay certain taxes. Another thing I learned, which was phenomenal, and I've actually implemented this, is they establish their trust outside of the United States. Because once you distribute the trust, you don't have to pay taxes. So they're paying taxes at a much lower rate for a higher price. And then they get to distribute millions of dollars. Do you know, I was intrigued. I had a family. It was almost Christmas time. His mom was super sweet. She hits me. She like, hey, we need this service. It's 3 of them in different places. One was in San Francisco, one was in New York, whatever. She's like, they need to distribute their trust shares for the year. They got $6.5 million each. 3 of them. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like and this is 1 year. And she calls every year. Just like, hey, Cam, you know,
every year.
Every year. They distributed $6 million between her and her 2 children. Her husband passed away. Like, this is the type of money you're dealing with in the apostille industry. Like that alone, that access is why you can charge what you want to charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you can ask them, because now only thing that matters is your time. So when people are struggling with pricing their product, listen, these people have it. It's not exploitation. It's just coming up to their level. Like they move on their level. Why you moving below? Why are you playing behind? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of us, we so scared to ask for money. I used to be, you know what I'm saying? Because we come from an employee mindset. Like they tell me I can only do this. We may negotiate a little bit, you know, think we didn't come up on something. But really, when you start creating your own lane and creating your own income, you understand your potential, your abilities, how valuable you are, and that you've been struggling for nothing. That's what I can say. Like, damn, I've been struggling for nothing.
This is millionaire boss talk right here.
I'm trying to get there, Tiger.
No, you are in those rooms. You are in those rooms, and you've seen how millionaires are moving.
And it changed my whole thing. Like, personal things, like, because this is Cam. Like, I'm gonna give you all of me. Like, I used to hide behind my failures and the stuff I did wrong, because you know where I come from. It's like if you fail and you know key. Now I lean all the way into that, because those failures taught me how, and I keep getting up. So when I'm feeling bad about who I might have been or what some stuff I did right or wrong, I got up and I kept it moving and I've improved. So this is who I am today. Take it or leave it. So when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I worried about, like you say, my appearance. I wouldn't show up without certain things in certain places. And I had to have certain cars and certain money. I spent so much money in Macy's and Saks and all these places I can never get back, because I wanted to look a certain way. I thought that was going to get me into the room, where really this simple ass service got me into the room. So what you watch how they move. I changed my whole thing. Like you said, I have some nice things. I'm not going to lie about it, but now I have no problem. You see, I get on Instagram Live now. My hair, I could have got some gel and slicked my pony down, but for what? This is what natural hair do. So when I'm worried about, you know, why worried about appearance? Like I say, when you see them people with them same outfits on in the store, and we keep in, you know, as our people, we laughing. Why you got the same outfit on? Them shirts is raggedy. But guess what? When he pulling up to that gate, and you can't get in behind him because the security man is like, who you going to see? Excuse me, make a U-turn right here and let you not make that U-turn right there. All the PD will be on that ass. So there's a whole different world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And inside those gates, they say, so, you know, I love that movie. What was that with Denzel Washington, where he say some gates are to keep people out, but some are to keep people in? Like it's a world inside those gates.
Oh my
God.
God.
How you gonna get in them gates?
I'm loving this. I knew you was gonna bring that heat. I put it in my email. You can read the email. I said, Cam is bringing the gasoline to throw on the fire. She's burning this bitch down.
Now that I do well.
Now I have a question for you, because I am in real time watching the evolution of Cam Combs, like in real time. Me and Tech talk about this all the time. And I have the best seat in the house because I have my popcorn and I'm watching Cam break out of this shell and do these lives and be comfortable. Like your first live was, I sent the message to Tech. I was like, God damn, like I didn't know Cam was like this. Like she is freaking amazing, right? And
you know, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My question to you was, how are you breaking out of that shell? Like what's going on? Like what the fuck is going on? Like how are you doing this?
Yeah. So this is what happened, right, Tiger? You come to a point in life where you got to decide, like, you know, that sink or swim model?
Yeah.
Either I'm going to stay here and tread water, or I'm going to kick the fucking doors off this bitch and take everything that's mine. And that's where I am. And excuse my language, y'all, but this is Cam. Like, this is how I talk to me, because I come from a place where I watch my grandmother's 80-something years old and she still works. That disappoints me. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandmother raised 4 kids, and her fathers, their children, they were there. They just chose to be with other families. So my grandmother worked and she struggled, and I watched her, but she showed up. I went to private school. My grandmother bought my uniforms every year. She worked 6 days a week as long as I've been alive. I watched that. And I respect the hell out of it, because as a mother, I now understand it, but I want my grandmother retired. I want her to do what she want to do, when she want to do it, how she want to do it. I realize that the trajectory of my family is on my back. So if I don't want my children to stand here and have to go and get loans to go to college, do whatever you want to do. But I don't want you to have to come into adulthood with the stress and the strain that I came into it with. I have to get big about it. Like, so what if they laugh at you? So what if they don't like you? So what if they talk about you? That's not going to prohibit me making my profit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Perfection prohibits profit. And that's where I'm at right now. I used to want to be perfect before I appeared before people, because I felt like that gave me an edge. You know what I'm saying? You learn, you have to present yourself a way. You have to speak a certain way in order for them to take you seriously. No, not anymore. This is who I am. If you want to learn from me, I got you. I promise you're going to make money dealing with me, because this is all I got. I don't have no trust funds. I don't have none of that coming into me. So I have to create everything that I do. And so I can hide behind a camera and just keep teaching, you know, and kind of dilly-dallying and staying local. But what, you know, I was one of those things where I always focus kind of like on what could go wrong. Okay, so this could go wrong, that could go wrong. But what about what goes right? We don't focus enough on what can go right. So when I step out of that box and I say, I'm going for it, I'm willing to go for it, and I'm willing to go down swinging. If that's what it means, I mean, for these 3, 4, 5 months, I had a hell of a ride, and I'm good after that. Because what I may not have done was what I wanted to do, but I guarantee you I'll end up where I need to do. And that's what my failures teach me. So now I lean into it. I'm not afraid of a failure anymore. I used to be terrified of failure. Wouldn't do anything I wasn't good at. So what did that make my life? Mediocre. Because I wasn't able to extend. I could only maintain. So now it's like, I got big dreams. You know, you start putting stuff on your dream board, and then this is what I do. I look at where I started. Like, okay, so I got some progress coming here. And so you keep going. And so at the end of the day, like I say, I go back to my father. He passed away early. We thought we had time to do a lot of this stuff together. Life doesn't happen that way. So that means there's a fire under my behind. That means we have to do something now. And it's happening. It's happening. Like, it's happening. And so it's like, all you got to do is step out there. If you're not sure about what direction you're going, how you're going, step out there. Do what you do best. Cam, talk to people. That's what I do best. So guess what? Instead of trying to come up with these tricky ass ways to sell these courses and do this, and let me get on here and do what I do best. I talk to people, I coach, I bring them back from despair. I build your confidence. I give you that, I'm that sister. We can talk about it. You vent, you vibe. We gonna figure it out together, and you gonna be great. I'm gonna be great. That's what I do. So when I'm trying to find my product, that's my product. Like it's simple. You all have something that you do well. Package that shit and sell it.
I hope you guys are feeling this energy. Her energy is just, tech flamethrower. Her energy is flamethrower right now. It's like she in a zone, and we get to capture this right here on camera.
Hey, you know what?
Wow.
This is dope. I think, when you look at Tiger, like, you probably can think back, like, your path has led you here all the time, right? You just didn't recognize it when you were on that path.
Yeah. You are freaking amazing, man. So, because here's the thing. I speak to a lot of people, entrepreneurs from all walks of life. And we know that public speaking is like ranked number 1 or number 2 of the biggest fear in people's lives. Mm-hmm. Now, public speaking on camera, it's like that's a whole different beast. Yeah. Because and I don't want to spark any extra anxiety into anybody, but me and Tech talked about this. It requires a whole different type of skill, because you're not only are you on camera, but you're also responding to comments at the same time, and you're also multitasking, and like your daughter, right? Your 4-year-old come video bomb. She'll come video bomb your joint, right? Boom! Like, what up? What up, everybody? Right?
And she's like, every day, Mom, we gonna do another video today. I'm like, no. But you know what I'm saying? She ready. She like, girl, what you scared of? I got this. So I'm gonna do this, mommy. Oh, go on, girl. Live your best life. It's a whole
different skill set with this whole on. And then not only that, like, anybody can jump on your live and kind of throw off the whole vibe. So it takes you have to be very skillful at it, and you're doing a phenomenal job. What advice can you tell somebody that's looking, they know they need to get out in front of the camera? In this day and age, you kind of like really have to. What kind of advice would you tell somebody that'd be like, hey, look, I'm still a little bit stage fright. I need to take it one step at a time, but I don't know where to start and how to start. What would you tell that person?
So this is what, I mean, for me at this point, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. First of all, first and foremost, I'm gonna need to validate what it is that you're saying, because I get it. I myself struggle with it. Like, my team kept telling me, hey, get on camera, get on. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, like, it's once you've done it, it gets better every time. So be willing to be bad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, be willing to be bad at it. If you start your first live and it's absolutely horrible, so what? You can delete it, right? You can delete it. And then you get better. There's Zoom, you have a video on your phone. Set your phone up and practice. Just turn it on, listen to it, get a trusted friend. See, this is what you need. You need a real trusted, honest friend who's gonna say, well, no, you need to do this more, you need to do that more. But my biggest thing is just try it. Turn your camera on and try it. There's always somebody, you know that saying, there's somebody for everybody? Somebody will vibe with you. Yes. Be honest about it. If you don't like talking on camera, say that. Hey, y'all, this is a struggle for me, so I'm trying. People will appreciate your authenticity. That's something that I've come to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you live behind a shell, you are constricted. Just do it and try it. And then understand that you are growing. Only you need to approve of you. That's the biggest thing. Like, when you're looking for other people's approval, that's going to keep you behind. Just you need to prove of you. If I watched my first live, I watched that stuff several times. I was like, oh yeah, we killed it. We did this. So you know what I'm saying? I have to hype myself up, because only a few people will send you a text message and be like, that was lit. Great job, Kim. The rest of the time, you got to hype yourself up. So get yourself in the mood, hype yourself up, do what you have to do, keep running it back until you're satisfied with it, or you can just put it out there and just keep building. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at every single social media page, it started somewhere, it's built. You know what I'm saying? Everything is built. So you're not going to come in with perfection. I think that is probably the biggest thing when you're afraid to get on camera and you're afraid to navigate these things. One, you're afraid of perfection. You're afraid of what people are going to say about you or what people are going to perceive about you. Trust me, you can put everything in perfect order and they're still going to perceive something about you. That's just people and that's life. So don't let them keep you from where you can go. Get on here and try. Like, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? You throw all the cards up and let them fall where they are. That's all we got right now. You know what I'm saying? We look at the world, the state is in. Gas is $7 here. Like, when has it ever been $7? Like, when's the time? When are you going to try? Because this shit ain't coming down. Like, they're not about to bring this gas down.
Right. You know, I want to tell the people that it takes a unique person to be winning behind closed doors and then be willing to create an academy and a course to teach others how to do it. Because truth be told, me, Cam, Tech, we could keep all this shit to ourselves. We're already winning with what we do. We don't have to share it with the world.
I don't. And that's where I was for so long. It was like, and it wasn't because I didn't want to share it. It was just like you say, I didn't want people digging into my past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am my own worst critic. So people they're going to want to know who you are. Well, who was she? Well, what did she do? So I figured, hey, this, you know what, Tiger, that was my biggest holdup, is the things that I'm not proud of, the bad decisions I've made. At some point, somebody going to want to come throwing them at me. So guess what I'm doing now? I'm going to tell you first. So when they hear it, they're like, I already knew that. Checkmate. Create your own lane and do you. You know what I'm saying? But on the other half of sharing the information, this business has been influential in my life. You know what I'm saying? It has changed my life. I now can create whatever I want to do. All I got to do, I can pump some money into some ads, hire an SEO person, somebody come in, hey, write these ads for me. I need some more calls coming in. I get to decide how much money I make. That's a phenomenal feeling. So it's life-changing. So rather than being worried about who's going to compete with me, I don't care about competition. Like, that doesn't bother me. Cam's going to show up every single time. And so far, I've won because I'm willing. I move correctly. First of all, I honor my loyalty. If I say I'm not going to do something, I'm going to make every effort not to do it. If I need to change courses, I'm going to check in with you. Hey, Tiger, do you mind if I do this? Or, hey, Tiger, I'm thinking about doing this. This is how I move behind closed doors. I check in. I let you, and people probably say that's bad marketing business. You can't stop what's meant to happen. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I don't surprise nobody. Like, whatever, if I hit Tech, like, hey, Tech, I'm thinking of doing this. You mind if I do this? If he say no, I'm going to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really simple fundamentals, but this is what I want to teach people. Like, not only just to get the money, but how to operate so that you continue getting the money. Yes. If you show up well, people will come back to you. If you show up poorly, then that's going to be the thing. And here's the other thing about sharing this business. Yes, I could have stayed here. Me and Tech in the Bay Area, we in the center of all the hot apostille markets. I could have sat here and just cleaned up.
Right.
Killing. Cleaned up. Like, y'all, they don't know what apostle is. Good for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Good for me. Hey, my app, but it stays down, like you said.
Too bad for you. Great for me.
Great for me. Like, they only gonna call me or Tech. Like, shit, and we work together. So, hey, you got it or I got it. Who got it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. Like, why would I compete with who? I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? But the background, what happens behind it and how it changes. And for me, like I say, I am brown girl, whatever you want to call me, we are behind time. So if this small business is going to help push us forward to, as someday we are respected and given the actual respect that we are due, then I'm going to share that information. Competing with somebody don't concern me, because I guarantee you I can close deals. Thanks to your call script, I can close deals. Closing them ain't a concern. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not a concern. Like, my ability to talk to people, connect with them, listen to what they need, and tune into that need, that's a natural skill. So that call script just took me over to that. Like, if you can't close a deal, I will happily close your deal. But I don't do that. I actually send them back to the person. If they hit me like, hey, Kim, I'm over my head, can you take this? No, I'm going to walk you through it. Close the deal. Did you get paid yet? If that's the first thing. We ain't doing shit till we get paid. Did you get paid? Okay, call me when you get paid. I'll walk you through it. I can take your order, but why? What did that do for me?
This is deep.
That's how Cam rule. That's how I roll.
Have you look at this chat? This chat is lit the hell up. Have you
never lose the lead, Tech? Never lose the lead. Close the money, get the money. We'll figure it out.
Jessica said something profound. She said, "This is great, Cam. I am where you were."
Well, baby, this is where you're going. Stay with me. This is where you're going. I promise you that. Do you. Don't worry about what's not going to go right. Think about what could go right. I mean, what's going to go wrong. Think about what could go right. This is what I want you to do, Jessica. This is where I was. When I came into this, I was insecure in my own. My personal life was a hot ass mess. I was in a bad marriage. I refused to let go because I didn't want to lose. I never wanted to lose. Like that never lose the lead. Like I take that shit seriously. But sometimes you got to step to the side and let person slide by on the left. You know what I'm saying?
Let that shit rip. Let that shit rip. Come on.
But you know what I'm saying? Let them slide by. So this is what I did. I stepped back, Jessica, and I said, I took survey of where my life was. I was extremely honest with myself. You see, that's where my life changed when I became to be honest with myself. Like, you know, you shit fucked up, right? Okay, so it is. All right. So it's messed up. All right. How do I fix this? I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I put myself a dream board out. I let my imagination goes crazy. I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning planning. Like if you look at my phone, I got tons of screenshots of calculations. I've calculated this shit. Like I calculate how much money I need to make, when I need to make it, how often I need to make it, when I can take off, when I done too much. You know what I'm saying? Like my life is calculated and it's really quietly calculated. So this is what you do. You calculate your dream number. What is your dream number? This is what I do, y'all. When I get down, I look at Zillow. I spend all my time on Zillow. He'll tell you, he like, you're looking at houses again? Yes. Mm-hmm. Because it encourages me. You know what I'm saying? I look at it. I look at the architecture. I look at what they've chosen as far as appliances. I look at the stone tiles on the floor, the pool layouts. I'm like, damn, that shit nice. And then how much that costs? Okay, I add it to my dream board. You know what I'm saying? Like I plan and I stay forward. I never look back because, you know, well, you will. It just happens. Like your inner psyche is a mug. But keep forward. Just stay forward. Let your wildest dreams play out in your mind. And then take them. You can find pictures of everything in your mind, print them out, put them on a board in front of you. And that's what you do. Every day you move toward that dream. Because these businesses, they come to a point where it's like, damn, what do I do next? Your phone is going to slow down. It's not, I don't care how much money you make, there will be a slow period. You have to figure out how to move through that. So if you keep your eyes forward, like this is what I ultimately want, and then you just sit quiet. So, okay, so what have I done? What haven't I done? Do the thing you haven't done. That's the way you figure it out. Just do the thing you have not done. And here's my last thing, Jessica. Never compete on price. That was my biggest mistake. I was worried about what the next person was charging because I felt like that's all I could get. Set your price, set your intentions, and then do you. Live out your wildest imaginations. You will be amazed where you'll come up to. That's what I promise you. So don't worry about where you are now. I want to talk to you in a year, Jessica. Call me in a year. I bet you're going to make some great strides. Like, oh, Jessica.
I love it. I know people are itching to talk to you. So we're going to open up the lines right now. We got, hey, there go my girl from Compton. Monique from Compton's in the building.
Monique! Compton I love it. I love it. Come on, y'all. Let's do it.
All right, come on. If you guys want to go live with the incomparable, the queen of apostille. I call it apostille. You call it how do you say it?
Apostille, apostle, whatever sells at that moment.
Go on live with the queen of apostille, Cam Combs, you guys. All I ask is that you state your name and where you are tapping in from. So let's go.
Let go. We should have did this at night, Tiger, like a Friday night turn up, get some drinks. We just have a whole good ass time.
Girl, don't get me started. I will do a part 2 of this shit. Don't play with me.
Sign up. Let's do it. Let's do it Friday night. Let's do it. Let's have a good time. This is fun.
What are you doing this Friday?
Working, if that's what we're working.
Yep. Hey, tap in to Friday night part 2 of the Cam and Tiger show.
Yeah,
yep.
we gonna turn up.
Part 2. Get your drinks. Get your edibles. Roll up, pull up. Do what you
Put
do.
some music on. We coming in.
It's on and popping. We doing part 2.
Hey,
fuck that.
Hey,
that's what we do. Tech, come on, Tech. Unmute yourself, brother.
So Cam is definitely, like I was saying, she got a special place in my heart. But you know what? I'm happy I watched this because Cam, I didn't know that you were so big on self-development. But here's the thing. It makes sense though. It makes sense, like because you talk about how much you really truly have to work on yourself and how that then sort of translates into your business. And to me, to be honest, I never really thought about that, but it makes sense. Would you say that the work that you do internally, like on yourself, like that is, how it shows in your business? And I'm as I listen to like some of the stuff that you told me, like you shared with me early on, and some of the stuff that like clicked with me, and as I start to develop and grow myself, I'm like, that's it right there. You got to work on yourself. So I mean, just what type of self-development stuff do you personally do?
Yeah, so I do a lot, right? I do a lot, Tech, because here's the thing. I came into adulthood totally unsure of who I was. I never recognized my own power. I never recognized how brilliant I was. I never recognized that. I come from a family that's, like I say, mom is a hard sell. She like, you can do better. You can do better. And while that pushes me to do better, I never really understood, like, damn, you kind of dope, girl. And I never gave myself that. And when you come into life, into those positions, you put yourself amongst people who will solidify those negative thoughts. So you get around the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? You get people who are gonna make you feel worse about yourself than better, because that's what you are, kind of, I guess, attuned to hearing. So to come into this world, right, and you have to undo all of that. Like they say, mental health and all of that in our community is very serious. So there are moments, like you say, where I'm depressed. I just want to lay down. Like, this shit is overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? I could just be mediocre. Let me just be mediocre, and that's a safe place. But that's never been who I was. And I'm glad that I think we're all crafted to be who you need to be. So my drive to be better has always been there. Like, this is where my self-development comes from. I think I was so aware of how much I wanted to accomplish in life, but I was young. I spent a lot of time on punishment because I was always talking in class. Like, I finished my work, so I was talking. So I was on punishment, and I didn't do homework. I didn't feel the need to do homework. Like, once I listened to what you're saying to me and I internalize it, I don't need to do homework. That was busy work. So I was in trouble. So I read books, and through reading books, I saw worlds differently. So I've always been like, well, how do I get there? And I figured out self-development is how you get there. Like, I have to keep reinventing myself until this version of me works for me. So when you get into business, right, your failures, your insecurities, all the shit that's wrong with you is going to show up. So, like I say, story time. I come out of the gate. I made like $480 the first week, 12 something second week. The first month I might have cleared like $4,500. Second month I cleared like $6,900. Like, it was just growing. You would think that everybody in their right mind would be like, this is it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was in the back of my mind. I was willing to walk away from all of it because my emotions weren't in balance. So I had to realize, like, hold on, let me balance this out because this is now affecting my money. So the failures is really what pushes my self-development. Like when I make a mistake in business, then I have to fit back because I feel bad. I get so down on myself. Oh my God, like you could have, how did you make that mistake? But then it's like, so what do you do about it? You know what I'm saying? Once I'm finished with my tears, what do you do about it? And that's where the self-development comes from. So what did you do wrong? I can say that was something my mom always gave. Like she never let me make excuses. Like I couldn't blame nobody else. So-and-so made me do it. No, you have a mind of your own. You made a decision. What was your decision? Own that decision. So that's what I go back to. It's like, okay, so I messed that up. Could have did this, could have did that. And so there's a place that comes in from there. Like I say, I get up very early and I listen to what's happening in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I meditate. It's like, okay, so we could do better in this industry. We could do better in this area. We need to grow here. From there is where you come in and you make a conscious decision. Self-development is a conscious decision. I could just say, oh, it's so-and-so fault. Or I could say, this is what I did. Let me take responsibility for this and let me grow here so that is no longer my issue. Now, how does that translate to business? And y'all, I'm long-winded, but y'all gonna have to deal with it today. How does that translate it into business? Business is a process. Nothing starts at $1 million. There is a process. There is a redetermination. There's a rebranding. There is a shifting. There is a developmental process, and your business grows over time. So do you. So if you're not growing as a person, nothing in your life is growing. And that's what I had to come to realize. When I keep saying, well, why do I have to keep starting over? You know, me and Guy have conversations. I'm like, why do we have to keep starting over? Because you're not developing. You doing the same thing, expecting different results. So how does that work? So long story short, if you want to grow, you got to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to grow. The person that you start with is not going to be ready for 6-figure days. So if you ain't seen a 6-figure year, it's because you're not ready. And I had to learn that myself. You know what I'm saying? Like once you're ready, you hit those numbers. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready. So get ready.
Well, I've definitely learned a tremendous amount from you. Like, and I make that very clear. I've tried to shout out you as much as possible. And I see that your course is on sale. And I'll tell you what, that course that she has, that's a steal. That's a steal.
Don't start, Tech. Don't start.
I'm just saying.
Hey, and Notary Warrior people get a discount too.
That's where I come from. Yeah,
it's true. It's true, and it's true. Yeah. It is true, and that is why I am, like you say, I started here because, like you said, it was a trial. It's like, okay, so how do I learn to run this? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be trying stuff with $5,000-$10,000 deals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot to mess up. But understanding what I give and what I bring. So yes, those courses are going up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm listening to Tech because now I'm hitting him like, well, hey, how did you do this? How did you do that? You know what I'm saying? So this is that industry. Like if you're willing to learn and network with people and share your truth, you will get where you need to get. Like who would have known the student would become the teacher? I tell them that all the time.
Boom.
The student has become the teacher.
I love it. Hey, I put the discount code. You guys can go to the Apostille Academy. Type. She developed a special code for the War Room. It's called Tiger Day.
Tiger Day.
Put in Tiger Day and save a buck and change, yo. Raise your hand if you guys would like to speak to Cam. We got her live right now, you guys. All I ask is that you say your name and what city and state that you're tuning in from. Who else wants to go on live? Gina, you there? We got Dominique Williams in the building. What's up, Gina?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm in between doing work and the mom thing. Say hi. That's my little guy right there.
What's up, little guy?
You say hi. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Anyway, it was everything that you said resonated with me. I literally had to wipe tears before I came on here, but yeah, because that was very profound. I'm going through that myself, like trying to be more present, I guess, in Instagram world or whatever, because I'm the same way. I'm really private. I don't really be doing all of that or whatever. And, you know, like you said, you have to come out of your comfort zone. So, you know, I'm making strides. It's hard, and when you don't have support, that's another thing too. When you don't have support, that also is a confidence deterrent, if you want to put it that way. Because I'm a widow. My husband passed away abruptly, and so I'm doing all this by myself. I live in North Carolina, have no family here. Everybody's in New York, but I'm just trying to make it out here because I'm a New Yorker. That's what we do. You knock me down, but I'm gonna get up. So I'm kind of staggering, but I want to be upright and keep it pushing. So everything that you had said was really resonated, and I'm gonna take heed to it and really apply that effort and everything into my business.
Wow. See, this is one of the reasons why I stay behind closed doors, because I take on other people's pain. Like, I can hear the pain in your voice, Regina. And I wish I could take that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Damn. Listen, I got you, babe. If I can ever help you, hit me up. I got you. I understand what it's like to come on, y'all, really?
Honestly, I wish widowhood on nobody.
Why you think I wear sunglasses? Y'all ain't gonna get me crying on this motherfucker.
Listen,
No.
Tiger, I need a break.
You put me up here. Y'all want to see it. This is as raw as it's gonna be. Being a widow, I don't wish that on nobody. No. I really don't. I would have preferred if we would just got divorced and I would have said, oh, that nigga bothering me. I wish he just come and get his child and pay his child support and keep it.
Because you have something. You have something you can argue with him, something. Yeah, right. I got you. Loss is a totally different thing when you lose that person that is so important.
You don't come back from that. And the sad part was,
wait a minute, Regina. I have to disagree with you there. Babe, you will come back from that. Time heals all wounds. I know it's hard right now. And when you say you were in North Carolina, that triggered, because that was where my dad lived. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's going to trigger you at times. It will hurt. I'm not going to lie to you.
What do you mean? It triggers me every day. Hello? That triggers me every day. This boy is in his preteens. He's going through.
And he need his daddy.
All of that. Yeah, I was a total tomboy. I taught my son when I was married the first time. I taught my older son how to pee. Go figure. Yeah. Okay. And I was married. And he had a father, and he didn't do shit. He was just furniture. That's why.
Tell me about it.
Okay, but my second marriage, we clicked on every level. You know what I'm saying? And he swore up and down. When he got the divorce, he's like, I ain't never married nobody ever again. Well, I changed something.
Right. That what they say. That what they say. Yeah.
But
I feel you. No, you know what, Regina? I definitely, I have not lost a spouse. Like you said, I divorced one. But I do have one now that I've been
divorced, so I know it.
Okay. Yeah. So I do have one now, though. I totally understand that, because it's like, he is older than I am. So we have to have those conversations, like, you're going to leave one day. So that's another reason why it makes me sad. Like you say, you kind of go through the trials and the ups and the downs, and you meet that one that's like, damn, okay, now I know one day it's going to end. But you know what? We enjoy this right now. We make plans. I can't say I know how it feels, but what I can say is I know how to get up. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get up, and you out, you making it happen, you hustling, you cry your tears. Baby, you yell, you scream, you cuss, you do whatever you got to do. But all I want you to do for me is keep getting up. If you were not equipped to handle what is happening in your life, it wouldn't be happening. I know it's hard to take that right now. I know sometimes you just want to break. Like you say, sometimes I just want somebody to come and take this burden off. But I ain't gonna say it's easy. I can't lie to you. That's one thing about Kim. I cannot lie to you. I know this shit hurts. I know it's not cool. It ain't fair. I don't know what to tell you.
The ball face lie. I'll call it. Don't know.
Exactly. So all I can say to you is I hear you. I feel you. I just say time, just keep moving as what I see you doing, you making it happen, and call out to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I call my daddy up. Like, I don't have a phone anymore, but I get to holler, hey, old man, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And stuff start happening. You know what I'm saying? And so he's there. He may not be physically here. He's there. I know I would give anything to just have my daddy sit next to me some days. And that's just not an option. But I think I hear the strength in your voice. Like you ain't going down. So what we got to do to make sure you win, Regina? That's the only question I want to have. Like, I get it. I'm empathetic and I understand the disappointments. But what we got to do to make sure you win? Like that's what we got. That's what we need to focus on now.
I'm going to just keep it 1,000. I'm still figuring that out. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, yeah, I got it all together. No, everybody being transparent and raw, that's all I know how to be. And being raw in my mind got my ass whipped 1,000 times when I was growing up. Okay.
Me and you both.
I'm surprised I even got a high school diploma. How about that? Okay.
Well, you got one.
So hey, Gina. So Dominique said you are strong. You have us, Regina. That's right. You're part of the Go SEAL team, Notary SEAL team. Cam opened her doors for you. So you're not out here by yourself.
No, right? Thank you. And that's what gravitated me towards you, Tech, Dominique, Cam, that y'all strength. I just feel that, and y'all are authentic. And I don't like phoniness. That's why I've always been kind of dolo, didn't have a whole lot of friends. And, because I don't like phoniness. And I'm going to call you out on it. When I was little, used to get me, fucked up. Oh, why you do that, pal? But then when I learned martial arts, that shit stopped. But anyway.
I appreciate you, Gina. We'll go live together on later on today, Gina.
All right.
Thank you, love. We got Monique in Compton. Monique, unmute yourself, dear. Let's rock and roll.
Good morning. It's Monique from Compton. Excuse me. I'm looking crazy out here. I'm just doing my house.
It looks great.
Girl, right. We
tell her hubby I said what up.
I will.
Monique, tell her hubby I said what up.
I will. I made him go to work today. You can't be here. Go to work.
I need to clean my house.
Right. Just get out. So I caught not the beginning, so I don't even know what an apostille is. You know what I thought apostille was? Somebody that married people, honestly.
Oh, that is there. No, so that is a version. Like when you look it up, you'll get the apostille. You even get the Bible references. Like it's a crazy thing. So apostille is simply a certification that is issued by a state government for documents that originate in the United States that are going to be used outside of the United States. So what it comes down to is if someone wants to do something, they want to marry something, they want to just even get dual citizenship outside of the United States, you have to authenticate your documents from here in order to present them to that government in order for them to do their process. So that's essentially what an apostille is. I saw Dominique say you're an apostille facilitator. Absolutely right. We don't issue the apostilles personally. We just facilitate the process. You're absolutely right, Dominique.
Okay. Well, that sounds interesting. I like the sound of that because I want to be in those rooms.
Yes, ma'am. Well, this is one way. I'm not saying it's the only way, but this is the way I found my way. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I advocate for this business. I fell in love with it. I love it. I love it. And I don't have to work that much. Like I literally don't have to work that much. So that was perfect for me. Cause like I say, when the sun come out, I get real finicky.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm clicking the program.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Monique, for tapping in.
All right. Thanks.
Anybody else want to tap in? Anybody else want to tap in and talk to Killer Cam? All right, we got Ray Netta.
Hey.
We got Ray Charles. Unmute yourself. Tap in. Callie is in the building for sure, for sure. Let me see if we can unmute.
Yeah, my bad. Of course, we're gonna show some love up in here.
Hey yo, hey yo, thank you.
Sorry, getting ready to go to work. Cam, this was awesome.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
This was, hold on, my camera dirty in the front.
Girl, you fine. Look, I'm trying to see your ponytail, girl. It is together. Come on, let me see that ponytail.
Yeah, this is the war room, man. We raw and uncut over here.
Baby, what you put on it? Because I want mine to curl like that. Look, I'm holding your ponytail like I need mine to curl like that.
Eco gel, the one in the green color.
Oh Lord. Everybody say that. That Eco gel flakes my hair up. It be fail.
Really?
Absolute fail. Come on, babe. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
You good, but this was amazing. Like your energy, your spirit, the rawness. This was everything. I'm so mad. Cam, I'm gonna purchase your course. Even though I know about apostles, I wanna learn from you again. I want to learn more. I want to see the way you see it. Because I had already talked to you in the DMs about I had already purchased a course, but I want to learn more from you. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. This is amazing. Okay. You know what? Check in. There's some different options. If you know how to do it, then, we have some options. Like if you want to do consultations, like we have some options. You know what I'm saying? So just tap back in and we can figure out how to get you going.
Okay, cool. And another thing, I was just talking to Tech. I was like, yo, you think Cam will come speak at my event I'm having in August? I was like, I know you cool with her. I said, reach out to her.
Wait. Tell me about your event.
So it's August 27th, and I was going to reach out to Tiger because I want him to come and speak too. But I would love if you come speak. It's called like the SoCal Notary Show. This is the second one I'm having. I had one back in April, and it was phenomenal. Everyone had a good time. They wanted a part 2. So I'm just trying to I got Rafael speaking. So I just want to get my people to speak because I feel like you guys are very knowledgeable and you guys can, share a lot of wealthy information to people that don't know about like apostles and Tiger with power of attorneys. Tech came and spoke at the first one. I even think a couple of people signed up for his course after the first one. And that's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to come and promote what you do. And I wanted people to sign up for what you have to offer.
Pause. I'm there, baby. You it's all good. I'm there. You ain't got it. I'm there. I don't have nothing to do. That's my born season. I'm gonna be out here acting up anyway. Cool. I'm there. Send me the information in the DM. I'll send you my email. We will coordinate and I'm there. No worries.
Awesome. Tiger, you coming?
I'll see what I can maneuver around.
August 20, if you can, August 27th.
I might have to ride under the plane with my product. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you. Just I got you. You touch down. We got you. We got you.
This was great, Cam. Like for real. I needed. Because like Jessica, I kind of feel like I'm at that point too. And when you spoke on like being afraid to ask people for money, like I got to get out of my head with that. People got the money. We just have to tell them where to spend it. And they need to be spending it with us. So I need to stop being afraid of, asking people to pay my worth. Because I know I'm good at what I do. And I know you're going to get phenomenal customer service, period. So I need to start.
What do you do? What's your specialty? Can you hear me?
She muted herself.
There you go.
I do notary work all day, every day. And I've been getting really busy with apostles too. Like some lady in the Philippines just reached out to me with some apostle work and I ended up charging her $600. She paid me. She paid me.
Hold on. What she wanted you to do?
So she needs something like with a divorce decree that's out here. I believe she's American.
She needs you to pull the information from the courthouse.
Yep, and my partner right now, as we speak, is on her way to San Bernardino County to go pull the information from the courthouse.
And it's only one document?
Is that a good price? I see you. I see where you go.
Oh, wait, hold up now. Is it one document?
It's just one.
All right, and she needs you shipped to the Philippines, I'm assuming, after the apostille?
Yep.
All right, cool. That's good. All right.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Secure that bag, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, hold up now. Let's talk about this because we need to renegotiate. You know, there was an inflation or something, though. But yeah, that's cool. See,
that was
695, one document, and she ain't even doing the work. She going to work, y'all. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, it's literally one document. That's all she needed. And I don't know how she found me. I'm gonna ask her. Real nice lady, Abigail, sent her over my invoice. She paid it, and yeah.
Ching, now we can get to work. That's what it was. So, and so what you have to do, what is it, like the $60 now to pull the records or something like that? Don't they do the copies or something like 45? It's a whole bunch of shenanigans at the court. But anyway, I ain't even being on your business.
It's something.
Let me stay out of your business.
No, it's something. Yeah, I think it's like 45. And I know like the
copies, yeah.
Yeah, for the copy. But you know, I didn't know what to charge because I never had a request like that from somebody from the Philippines. Usually I get a lot of like local orders. So I didn't know like what to charge.
No, that's a perfect price because you have to pay your courier on your behalf. The only thing I would say is make sure your courier tells them that it's for the purpose of apostille. So they need to stamp the back of that decree on each page, the deputy clerk, to make sure that clears.
Okay. Yeah.
Other than that, you're in good shape.
The carrier is my partner, like my life partner, Selena. So it's all coming to the same household. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Y'all still charge. You know, that's what I'm saying. Don't discount just because y'all in the same house. That means nothing. This is the price. Now, how y'all split your money is your business, but this is what it costs. They ain't in your household. So you don't worry about discount for them. You stay within. And so just you think of it like this. Selena is an employee when she's working for you. Now, life partner or not, she's an employee when she's working for you, and you have to pay her fairly. So don't let that discourage you from charging your actual work.
Right.
Monique got me laughing my ass off. She was like, holy shit, one paper?
Yeah.
One paper. One paper. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this little funky ass paper. Excuse me. No, the little funky ass paper. Little paper. Like this ain't. Oh, can y'all see that? No. Okay. Y'all can see it. We'll see you. This little paper is so raggedy. It's like it ain't even impressive.
It's not.
So raggedy. Like it's something they printed out. They literally printed out on the printer. Like, are y'all serious right now? But this is what they require. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so right. Y'all look at it. Some people look at it like, is this it? This is it.
We got the most, like ours is the most ugliest out of everybody. Some people's are like,
California's so tacky. They so tacky. They used to have a nice little cute seal on there, made it look at least like, you know, official. When you didn't charge people money, you go back with these little printed out papers. They looking like, did you do this shit yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Look, Cam, and that's a good point because I had this one client, she needed to use it in Mexico. I kid you not. She hit me back up after I dropped off the apostille tour and stuff. She was just like, is this the right thing? Because she did a little Google search and she was seeing the ones with the pretty little seal and whatnot and so forth. And I told her, I was like, no, they don't do that no more. This is it. But
it's what you tell her from now on. Tell her, say, you see that number that's in, I think, box 7 or 8. You go to the Secretary of State, type it in, and it'll show you that I've done my job. Then you hang up on that ass.
Yeah. And that's what I did eventually tell her. I was like, look at the bottom of the paper. It's some instructions on how you can verify if it's authentic or not. Enter that number. But I was like, but you're right. People think it is something fancy, and ours is not fancy at all out here.
Nah. And it's not fancy anywhere. Don't get me wrong. Like the federal apostille, they got a little nice paper on it. But I mean, other than that, it's like, so I looked at one, it was a typo. And I'm like, are y'all serious? Like, y'all take y'all 3 weeks to turn this shit and it got a typo. But hey, run me my money. That's all I was talking about. Like, that's not my business.
Thank you so much. I'll definitely reach out to you to see what I can purchase from you, you know.
I appreciate Thank you so much. But send me the date. Send me the dates for the 27th. Make sure you do that so I can make plans for that, please.
Okay, I'll send it later on today.
Thanks, Ray.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.
Have a good day.
You too.
So I will say, Cam, that her event that I saw was lit. It was nice. Like really, okay. I mean, it was so on some excellence type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she knows what she's doing. She might even have some event planning background.
Well, I'm gonna talk with her because me and Tech got a little something in the works out here. Yeah, I mean, y'all want to see us in person, so I'm definitely we have it coming. I love meeting people in person, and I'm much more electrified in person. When let us get a drink, we gonna have a ball.
Let's do it. Hey, we got a question from Jessica. Jessica, let us know where you're tuning in from, my dear.
Hey everybody, so I'm currently in Jamaica. As you new Tech and Tiger. So
let us see that background. Let me see the pretty blue water, Jessica, please.
I'm not in the waters. I'm in the country area, but you can see outside though. Hold on.
What parish are you from?
I've been working. I cut my vacations to bills, so I'm gonna live vicariously through you. Let me see a hill or something.
I can't really show it much, but hopefully you can see
baby,
that.
Look at that view. Beautiful.
Yes.
I'm in the country Jamaica. Area, so y'all gotta forgive me.
Tell me God ain't real. Come on. Okay, Jessica, go ahead.
So I just want to say, my mom is talking on the phone in the background. Forgive me, please.
Nah, she good.
So I just wanted to thank you for allowing yourself to come on here to talk to us this afternoon, and to just speak to my soul today, because the fact, like, I do struggle with the idea of getting on the camera and stuff like that. I feel sometimes I do have a stuttering issue. It doesn't come across a lot of times because I'm kind of slow to speak. But you said one thing that was profound is like, if there's something that you're not doing, do it. And it's like, it sounds so easy. And sometimes, I mean, I'm getting into it as I am on this self journey of even like making sure I do a certain amount of steps per day and stuff like that. And I'm documenting that. And one of my videos is actually, I mean, it hit like 1,200 views right now. And that is kind of like, hold on, if I keep on doing this, more people will want to tune in. And it's also a part of self-development and working on myself, to work on that confidence, to work on being ready to be in certain rooms.
Absolutely. I mean, but you have 1,200 views.
You for all your knowledge.
I mean, whatever you're doing,
I definitely look forward to working. Listen, I don't know. It just happened overnight, and I'm here for it. I'm ready to do another one. I already done trapped my video already. I'm just about to piece it together and then drop another one on them, and let's see where this goes.
So there you go. So you're not struggling. You're just struggling with the idea that it's not going to work. That's the only thing you're struggling with. You already doing
that's
what
it
you
right
want to
there.
do. You only struggling with the idea it's not going to work.
Yes, that's correct.
So let me give you a spoiler. Some are not going to work. So what?
Do it anyways.
Do it anyway. One is going to work, right? You see 1,200. Some's not going to work. You might get 2 likes. So what? You're doing what you want to do. That's the only, that's all you need. That's the only like you need. So what? If it don't work, it don't work. Change directions, refocus, shoot another video, and keep it moving.
I appreciate that, Mama.
Hey, have a good time. Enjoy Jamaica.
I will. Well, I am. I'm in the country, but some of my family is from like the country area. So I went to the farm yesterday with my mom. So I'm gonna release that too. It had a lot of pigs and stuff like that. Some people really just don't know about country life like that. So I want to release some of that as well. So definitely excited about that.
Jessica, wagwan gwal.
Yeah,
there ain't no bus.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Easy yourself. Bless.
Bless.
God bless. Hey, look. Every time I do that, that's me shooting for Jamaica.
Hey,
so I'm just letting y'all know. That's where that come from.
That's what's up.
Love it. Hey, right, guys, be safe out there. Peace and love. Tell mom I said what up.
Most definitely.
And we'll talk to you when you get back in the States.
Most definitely. You know, I'm still working. I got a closing that I'm trying to work on today.
That's right.
I'm
Close
waiting on
all those
documents
deals.
to go ahead. Oh yeah, I'm closing them. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close them here or not.
Boom. Thanks, Jessica, for tapping in. That was dope. That was dope. We got the Caribbean in the house. What up?
I love it. I love it.
Let's see. We have a question here. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing the name. It looks like Omika. She said, I want to talk, but I'm trying.
It's Anika.
Oh, yeah.
I lost my voice,
Perfect.
so I'm sorry. So I try not to talk. Hi. I don't know, I sound weird. But I'm good. Let me try to turn on my camera. Let me see. Okay. So I went on while you were on live last night, Tiger. What is my hand on IG? It's Anika. I spell my name phonetically because people forget whole life. So on IG, I was like just do it phonetically. But I truly have enjoyed this whole live event right now. I've actually been a notary forever and a day. It's probably been 12 years I've had my commission. But yeah, so I use it and then not use it, then use it, but I always maintain it. I'm from Chicago originally, but I've been here in LA I just made 19 years on the 1st of July. And so now I had a kid 12 and a half years after my first kid. So she just turned 4. So now I'm started back doing my
Pole baby.
Get back active. Yeah, because
you got a 4-year-old pole baby.
Yes, a 4-year-old and a 16-and-a-half-year-old. So I'm just
we in the same boat. 16 and 4. I was like, this 4-year-old, the way she set up, somebody got to come get her.
Exactly. That's the same way I feel about mine. And my mom passed while I was pregnant with her. So I feel like it's my mother. Like she makes faces, she looks just like her. And I'm like, one day it was so crazy. I'm like, Mom, you know what I'm saying?
Right. She's like, come on out of there and stop playing with me.
Like, give me a chance, because this is just too eerie. But I delighted to learn about the apostle services. I had no knowledge of anything, even when I looked it up before, because I even saw something on the Notary Association website about it maybe a year ago. But then when I just pressed Google, of course it went to the biblical stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to be a bishop, so I'm just trying to figure out what are the ones doing out here. So I'm still a little confused, like as far as I guess maybe even the process of being able to become
apostle agent.
So
you don't have to be certified to be an apostle agent. You just decide to run the business. You need absolutely no certification. Yeah, you have absolutely no certification that's required. The notary portion is actually very beneficial because you can run it. Wait, where are you? You said Los Angeles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you can run as a full service agent because since you have an SOS right there near you, I don't know if it's, I know Los Angeles is huge, so it might still be 40
minutes. I'm in the valley.
Okay, so you're still a little bit from the actual SOS. Okay, so what you can do is, since you're a notary, that's always going to be beneficial because you can just you can give them a full service package and really kind of push that forward because you're able to do everything at one time. So usually they'll come and they'll either they have their documents notarized or they need their beginning and they have no idea. So you know what I'm saying? Those are kind of my clients because I like the ones that have already done the work. Like I just pick up, do my due and take it back. But the notary, if it's not notarized properly, your documents are going to be rejected. So I'd rather do it myself. So I make sure I'm not wasting my time. So that's the only certification, but it's not required because like I say, a large percentage, I'd say like 90% of your documents can come into you already notarized. So you're just doing the process. by you being a notary, then you can just start offering the service in addition to your notary business. The only thing I would say is ensure that you set up your page separately. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that they know you're an apostille carrier, because like you said, when you look up apostilles, it doesn't show up. Like they give you about the people out the Bible, you know what I'm saying? All kind of other randomness. So if your business is positioned to actually get those calls, then that's where you advance. That's why I say, don't just do them. You know what I'm saying? Like you dominate, and how you dominate is establishing yourself as an apostille courier, like, or service. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know the process, you can close the deals.
Okay. And then which one of your classes you think would be most beneficial? So I know, like, I guess the process.
How committed are you to the process? Let me ask you that. Like, I'm not going to just tell you something that you're not going to use. How committed are you to this process? I mean, it sounds good. Everybody sounds good, but how much time do you have to actually focus on building a business?
Like, I left my career. Like, I already have my master's in social work. I worked as a therapist for years. But when I had my son, since we're the only people out here, I wanted to, you know, I couldn't drop him off anywhere. You know, I don't trust anybody. You know, from Chicago, I'm like, who, what? Like, I need for you to be able to tell me if something's wrong. So from that point on, I pretty much, you know, got my real estate license wherever I can control my time.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? And when I speak, I'm never in a condescending manner. I'm just about getting to the money as easy as possible. Why are you not offering a social work service or something in that industry? Like, you spend a lot of money to ascertain that degree.
Yeah, well, I do offer like life coaching services. I do. I'll do them. So the difference was that I wanted to, because I mean, helping people, that is my thing. I'm passionate about it, period, and whatever I do. But my thing is also to help people that want help. Because like when I was working for an agency as a therapist, most of those people court ordered.
You're chasing people that don't want to be bothered. Right.
Exactly. I'm like, look, don't waste my time or yours. You know, because if you're not ready to,
it's nothing we can do for you.
Receive help, I can't do anything. But if you are ready, so that's why I did leave and doing the life coaching. It's just better because then those people are more apt. You know, they want change in their life more so. And I don't have to, you know, it's always
work is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a suggestion. I'm not turning you away from the apostille industry. Like, it's absolutely beautiful and definitely come into it, but it's something that you're gonna have to fully commit to. So if you want to fully commit, then you have two options. I have a Maximize series that's actually self-study right now. And so it moves fast though. So if you don't have any kind of interest or knowledge about apostilles, it might be hard to follow. So then I would say, look at the Dominate series, because I'm actually going to slow everything down. Like I was told, you know, like you say, this is something I live and breathe. So in creating courses, I'm coming from my angle, and some of my students were like, no, I need you to break this down, break it down. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to move a lot slower. We're going to focus more on the processing portion versus the business, because like I say, it's an entire thing that makes you hit those numbers. It's not just knowing how to do it. It's structuring your business, positioning, this, that, and the third, like it all ties together. So it just depends on what you want to do. There is an intro bundle that is available now. You can either buy separate passes, or you can just kind of look at like your market, your like the agent responsibilities, the do's and the don'ts, you know, kind of just get your hands wet. Like, okay, is this something I really want to do? Because it is an investment. So I'm not going to just push something on you just because I want to push it on you. Because really, I need you to succeed. Like, I don't want bad reviews because you ain't serious about this business, which is one of the reasons, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I'm a perfectionist though. So if I do it, like I'm gonna just hone in and do it. Because I gotta do it and do it the best possible way.
No, ma'am. So you're not going to make any money like that. And I'm going to be very transparent with you, because there is no such thing as perfection, especially in business. Like, you can be damn good, right? And I'm that way. I want to be damn good, but you'll never be perfect. So if you're looking for perfect to get started, you're going to waste your money. And I'm going to be 100% transparent with you about that. So if you're willing to get in and learn it and get out there and then perfect your process, now we can do something. But if you are looking for perfection, we're not gonna get nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
I have to go to a whole group about that.
Look, we need to group together.
LA. Listen, I went when I was like on workers' comp, whatever. I kept dressing up,
Yeah.
and they were like,
Yeah.
"You got to go to group, get admitted." And I was telling them, and that's the lady was like, "That's the issue is like you're a perfectionist. You can't be perfect." Yeah.
Yeah.
And so thank you for even saying that.
Yeah.
Because I
I just want you to win.
honesty.
I want you to absolutely win in this industry. So I don't want you, because that was why I held this stuff for 8 months. Like you said, I was trying to perfect something, and you can perfect it and come in the whole industry changes in the day. So now you're going to take another year to get perfect again. Like, no, ma'am. Like, I get where you're coming from. I totally understand that, because I have to stop myself from doing that quite often. And so, like when we talked about self-development early and just kind of winging it, like, okay, winging it is actually okay, because you can perfect the process along the way. So here's what I would say. I would say check in, look at what's available to you. Excuse me. And there's descriptions. If you have questions, then you can send a DM. I'll try to get back to you and answer your questions about the course. Okay, this will do this, this will do that. But if you're absolutely serious and this is something you're 100% sure you want to do it, then I would say go with the Dominate series. If you're not certain, then I would say look at another series, because you know what I'm saying? Then you can figure out if there's something that you want to go further in. Again, it's going to take a commitment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't like Notary. You can kind of pop it out there as long as it's structured well. You start getting calls immediately. Like, there is a structure for Apple still, because again, we're dealing with high clients with lots of money, and they don't mind spending their money, but they don't want to waste their money either. So you have to be positioned to actually let them know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can do something for each other. So that is a requirement. But as long as you're willing to do that, I mean, hey, let's do it. You're right there. Like, you're right there in the area. We can position it. We can run a regional site. We can do a lot of different things. Like, all you have to do is tell me what you need.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh my.
Thank you.
Say the name for me one more time so I can pronounce it correctly.
Anika.
Okay.
Love it. Love it. Thank you for tapping in.
Beautiful.
So if you guys want to see part 2 with me and Kim, type it in the chat section right now. If y'all want to see a part 2, late night, bring your tequila, roll up, pull up, late night joint.
Y'all gonna see this part 2. Y'all gonna see this. This is good for you. No.
Hey, Kim, plug in your academy one more time, please.
Okay, so I am at the Apostille Academy on Instagram. You can follow me at Apostille Academy. The link to all the courses is going to be in that bio. Facebook, there's the Apostille Academy. I am the Apostille Queen, so that's my handle. So you can find us either where. And on Facebook, I'm also the Apostille Queen. So, and the Apostille is APO. There we go. That's Apostille. So that's where you can find me. You can follow there. I am definitely coming on live more, and just, let's get to this money together, progress, and do what we do. So I thank you. Thank you for having me. This has been hella fun. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like I took over your show. Just
hey, it's your show. It's your show. I'm all about collabo.
Yes, I love it. This is an amazing platform. This is amazing. I love it. Thank you guys for having me. Y'all are dope.
It's ours. It's ours.
Like, I love the Notary War Room crowd. Like, y'all are dope. I love it.
So I'm gonna put her IG. You guys could follow her IG. Tap in with her. I also put the link in the chat for you guys to check out the academy.
Yes.
So yeah, get on that, man. Okay, last question. What are some of the price points people can expect with apostilles? Because we said 600, and I saw your mind was racing to run up those numbers with Ray. So obviously those numbers could go up there. What are some of the price points that people can expect doing apostilles?
So one document is going to cost no less than $200, and
okay.
that's really a mail-in rate. Like, that's a mail-in. That means that people, you're not doing that. They're mailing the docs. It's $195. If you start getting on the ground, like we were talking about, you're actually doing the work. We talked about Ray's partner Selena doing the courier person. All that runs your price up. So an average order, like you said, $695. That's actually a perfect rate for that, because she's gonna have to process it. She had to talk on the phone and get the order, figure out, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure she had to review the docs to get the idea of what courthouse she need to go to. Selena had to go out. She gonna have to go to get it apostille. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to the FedEx, all of that. Like I said, all of that takes time. Like this business, it takes time. And so $200 for one doc is not bad. Now, when you start adding on international shipping and you're adding, because you're just doing it for them. Their costs are their costs. So the document, the time, the consultation and the knowledge, all of that, I like to see average orders between $800 and $1,300. That's my goal.
Damn.
Yeah, no, not to say I don't turn other ones down. Like if you come with a one order, then okay, cool. I'm gonna take that too. I'm a 200 to shit to death. But if I can get 8 to a 13, I'm good with that. That's really 1 week. I'm good with that. I don't need nobody else call my phone. Just leave me alone. Let me write my classes.
You guys heard this number? I have never heard numbers like that. 8 to 1,300.
So what happens is you have multiple documents because, like I say, it's usually not just one document that comes. If it is, then that's cool. Like you say, you can really go with the cheaper route and you don't do as much work with a one doc. But usually you're going to see 2 to 4 documents because if you think of it, most of these families have 2 individuals working. It's either a partner in a company, it's either a husband and wife, they're a family, you know what I'm saying? So you're dealing with multiple docs. So you can package those together. And if you offer a super convenient service like I do, then you get to push that number up. So you clearing $1,000. Again, this is a convenience service. I'm doing it for you. You don't have to worry about messing it up, wasting your time. I'm doing it for you. Like I say, I hit those numbers because now, once I started, I dealt with people here. Now they're outside the United States living their best life. So when they call Cam, while you on the beach in Peru having a good time, I'm going to work on your behalf, but we're going to have an even exchange. So that's what it is. You don't want to come back to the States because that's what's going to happen. They have to come back to the States and the airplane ticket is going to cost $1,000. So I'm going to exchange that for you. You get to stay on the beach in Peru. I'll do the work, but you're going to pay me $1,000.
Got you. I hope you guys got that value, ladies and gentlemen. This was amazing. Cam, thank you. I am so grateful to have you on this show. It was a tear jerker. It was a tear jerker. Y'all tried to get me.
She threw me into something.
Y'all tried to get me. Y'all got Cam. Y'all didn't get me. Y'all almost got me, but I got the shades on. I'm gonna make this video cry, not me. Yes. Part 2, be on the lookout for part 2. We're gonna do it this Friday. Get your drinks, get your sip ready. I will be making the announcements. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the Notary War.